Okay, here we go. Okay guys, I got my camera. I don't know how to use it, but I guess I'll figure it out. I'm home. Got a delivery. One of my deliveries is my prized possession. This is natural, right out of the ground. Pyrolytic graphite, vein graphite, lump vein graphite. Very beautiful stuff. It's actually a lot heavier than you'd think. It kind of feels like a chunk of metal. Very beautiful. So we'll be doing some experiments with this. I'd like to cleave a slice off of it. But this is going to be this is very hard to get a hold of. Becoming very rare. So only certain experiments are going to be done with this stuff. Most of my experiments are going to be done with just regular graphite. Even that's starting to become pretty rare, but nonetheless, regular graphite. And I'll be synthesizing most of my own graphite too. Hope I can get this to work. That, and I don't know how to zoom with my camera, so you just have to kind of bear with me here. That is my autoclave hydrothermal reactor, and it came from VivTech, or Columbia International Technologies, or COL-INT-Tech, something like that. And I don't know if I recommend them, because right out of the gate, first of all, they took too long to send this to me. It took over a month to get it to me, or right around a month. And the quality of the product, I'm not very happy with. Like this power unit right here, it looks like it was homemade, built. Wasn't crazy about that. I thought I was going to be getting a professional item. Basically everything on here looks homemade. These two stainless steel plates aren't even lined up correctly. The holes aren't lined up correctly. One of them, at least one of them, is bent. And the bolts that they send me with the feet on the bottom aren't long enough to penetrate through the rubber grommet and the steel plate. So that's just kind of sitting there like that. I'm actually a little nervous about running it now because of just the quality of it. If you look here, the threads with this, I don't know, Teflon tape, whatever they used. If you look on the inside of this chamber right here, or the inside of this tube or whatever, you can see the threads in there, you know, in the inside of the interior, of the inner diameter of the hole there. So obviously that's going to be blocking, or that could cause some issues. It could. It just looks like pretty low quality work, craftsmanship. I am not happy with it. So, but it is what it is, especially because I could have gotten one twice the size of that. That's at only 250 ml, where I could have got a 500 ml for half the price. You know, basically the same one that Robert Murray Smith has. You know, I was hoping because this company was based out of the United States that it was going to be coming from the United States, but from the looks of it, this was just handmade in China and slapped together, and I'm a little nervous about it because everything just seems really cheap on it. Not pleased with it. So I wouldn't you know, I'd really do your research before you buy anything from Columbia International Technologies. It is cheaper. You can get what you need for pennies on the dollar, but you get what you pay for. So, at any rate, just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know that I'm here in my lab. And if you want to see my lab, actually, let's do that. I'll show you my lab. I'm messing with a tripod here, guys. So here's my computer monitor that when I go fishing, I keep a dust cover on it. I got my my microscope here with camera to boot, so that I can do my measurements of graphene. If I want to get in real close and just see what I've made, I can get a good in-depth look there. Sorry, the lab is a bit of a mess. Been offshore, so, and I've also still been unpacking stuff, so I still have more things coming. I have a shipment of graphite coming from Sri Lanka that I'm expecting. I don't know when I'm going to be getting that. I mean, I'd be lucky, I guess, if I even do get it. I'd be very wary about anybody ordering from the Queen's Mine. What is it? RS Mines. Because this was also over a month ago, and they don't even hardly respond to my messages. So I could be out, you know, almost $1,000, you know. So there's my ball mill. There's my vacuum chamber with pump. There's my centrifuge. Everything is in plastic, so I don't need graphite dust and other dust particles getting into everything. There's my magnetic stirrer. There's my my power supply. Here's my heated magnetic stirrer and my ultrasonic cleaner. That there is just my coffee grinder and whatnot. And here's the other components to my autoclave hydrothermal reactor. So, just pretty messy here. You know, some other odds and ends stuff, Tesla coils and stuff, because a Tesla coil is going to be part of this project. You need to up the power way up from whatever the power source is going to be, and we'll be using Tesla coils because that's just what it is. And you know, just some other odds and ends stuff and old transformers, old computer units, and just stuff that I can eventually take apart and use the parts for. Here's some of my dry chemicals. My wet acids and wet chemicals were going to be going in those jars down there, but I think I'm going to be keeping most of the acids in the original containers. You know, just because there's no need to be transferring them into other containers, and that creates more issues than I thought that I was going to be dealing with. And on the bottom there is my graphites, just different types of graphite and that sort of thing. So, yeah, and there's my I don't even know what the hell that thing's called. Laminator. It's my laminator. So, at any rate, this is my office, my messy office.